Alright, Stream Manager, are you working? Oh, Stream Manager says I'm offline. Why Stream Manager say I'm offline? I'm not offline. I'm online. I'm online, right? Am I not online? No, I'm online. Why is it saying I'm offline? Oh, what? Let's try that again. Huh. Whoops! I got Twitter up, my bad. Huh. Well, it looks like it's working, so whatever. Friends, enemies, those still under review. We're gonna continue where I left off yesterday with the Clerics. I didn't really have much of a choice. I had to get off. I know internet was working, which is absolutely amazing now that I have working internet. I forgot what that was like, not having to stop and find something else to do every like 5 minutes. The problem is, while that was going on, I kind of got used to taking a nap around this time because, you know, not really much else I can do. So I brought some backup today in the form of caffeine. Oh, it was good. Which is weird because I don't normally drink caffeine this late in the day. I feel like it messes with my sleep, but oh, gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see. Overlooked this yesterday. So I stole this chart from something I had made previously. And I forgot like the second chart still said Domain of Ruin on it. So I'm just fixing that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Brain fog hit me while I was trying to make this channel divinity. As an action, you can invoke the ancient spirit of a dragon to shield an ally. That's fine. Choose a creature you can see within 30 feet. When hit, that creature deals 1d8 plus your cleric level and damage type of your choice. Cold, fire, lightning, acid, poison. You must declare the element upon use of this ability. Say until the start of your next turn. When hit. Yep. That fixes it. Let's think. What's next? I think 6th level is next. And then it's 8th, and then 17th. Yo, what's up? Hello to you too. What do I want to do for 6th level though? Don't know what kind of ability. Not bad. How are you? How are you? Working name, we'll go with Dragonhide. You are a survivor of slaughter. scales like stars in the dunes. Are you a hard worker? That's a complicated question. I guess it really depends on the day. I think I am. I think I used to be. I know you are. I mean, if you say so. If you say so. I fall asleep all the fucking time while I'm streaming, so I don't know if that still counts as hard work. I feel like this is too close to what I was doing with the Dawsey. Thinking. Let's see. I wanna do something with your VTuber needs a salt touch up. What you mean? What you mean? Be your helper? I'm not so certain that I need one. I've got my I've got my person. She made my model, designed and rigged it. I'm good. I'm good with who I got. Let's see. Please, bro. How about no, bro? If you're just gonna pop in here and think like you're gonna self promote and you're gonna like get me to do a bunch of stuff, I've got another thing coming for you. Timed out. Where was I going with this? I think, oh, where was I going? As a bonus action. Man, now I've been knocked off my flow. You gain resistance to let's go ahead to a damage type of your choice. Go ahead and steal the little blurb. What else do I want to do with it? Because is I've got per ally, and then I have 4 ally with damage, and then for self, I do want 1 for self. Fuck, now my brain's not working on me. Let's see. But yeah, as a bonus action, you gain resistance to a damage type of your choice until the start of your next turn. Fuck. Let's do something with the you have advantage against checks to grapple and cannot be knocked prone for the duration. This feature can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Regaining uses on a long rest. Yeah, that works. Oh no, I did 7 and needed 5. And then 8th level. So we know we either get potent spell casting, or we get divine strike. I think for this one I want to do divine strike. Give me a moment. Let me get the exact wording. I don't want to reinvent the wheel here. It's kind of an annoying thing to do. Do. Panel divinity, destroy undead, divine intervention. Oh, excuse me. Maybe instead of divine strike, we go with draconic strike. At 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with draconic energy. And then we'll steal our little blurb. On each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 elemental damage to your target. When you reach 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8. Good enough for government work. Oh wait, I don't do that anymore. Ah! Now we're at 17th level. Oh, the desert worm. You can unleash the fury of ancient desert dragons. Let's see. As an action, you can expend a use of your channel divinity to exhale and exhale elemental energy in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. On a failed save, creatures take 17th level 17th level, so 8d8 damage that can always be tweaked later of a type you choose. I'm a come chameleon. Steal my thing again. And our, you know what? I want to do some more blinding until the end of your next turn. On a successful save, creatures take half damage and are not blinded. Yeah. Woohoo. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna steal my new page code. And then we're gonna move on to cleric based on our Dazi race. Domain of the pack spirit. The strength of the pack flows through my veins, and the wilds guide my hand. Yeah. Clerics of the pack spirit serve as shamans and spirit walkers for the Dazi tribe. Tribes. Channeling the power. The power. Wow. Come on, man. You know how to type. Of the desert wilds and ancestral wolves. They foster unity, inspire fierce loyalty, and invoke the raw fury of the desert storms and wild beasts to protect and empower their kin. Their magic blends nature's resilience with the spiritual ferocity of the pack. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh no, I hit caps lock. But let me hit that again real quick and turn it off. But need to come up here to. I forgot to here and put ability names in the table. And then you know what I gotta do next? I gotta steal the table anyway. So that's fixed. Take the tables plus the domain spells blurb that we're going to be reusing. I'm gonna come down here, fix that, and then their magic. Nature's resilience with the spiritual frost. Nature's resilience. Wit. Wit the spiritual ferocity. There's an H there. Speak of the English good. Well, I speak of the English good enough. I still. Oh, I did say that I was going to think about what I wanted to do for future spells for the other ones, because. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Spell lists are the absolute fucking worst. Shit. You know what? I think I want to go more of a ranger druid route with this one. Even though it's a cleric. I feel like doing that with the spells. Cause see, here's the thing. Like, each class has its role, and the subclasses kind of change that role up. However, they get a little stale. And you can always flavor something, but having something that it has it built in that it feels like another class while playing as the one that you want to play as just gives you more room to do things. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this. I think spell wise, I like the idea of it having kind of a ranger druid feel. While things are flavored a bit more wild and druidic, like being able to do things that feel like a wolf, such as like a howl, doing some sort of pack aura ability with it. Maybe at the end do something with some sort of special oh fuck, have I been how hard have I been going with transformations? I feel like I do transformations a lot. Maybe I don't do a transformation. I was thinking about culminating it into a transformation, since the race is ancestrally coming from werewolves, but they don't have a transformation. I was thinking maybe throwing one into the cleric, because it calls on the ancestry. So I was thinking like the wild of the ancestry, but maybe not. Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I think. Oh. So I think I want to start this off with Hunter's Mark. First level Fairy Foyer. Third level spell Enhance ability and spike growth. Maybe at 5th level Conjure Animal should be in there. What's 5th level? Is Meld into Stone? Stoner. I feel like I've done freedom of movement earlier, but I feel like it works here, and it can always be changed later. I believe Guardian of Nature is there, and let's commune with nature, and you know what? Steel Wind Strike. I think that rounds it out pretty well. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to do something with pack resilience. When you or an ally within 10 feet take damage. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I just do something like that with... I was gonna have reaction grant resistance to damage, but I literally just did that with. Well, this one's elemental damage, right? Would it be cheating if I just did physical damage with this one? I don't think so. Takes physical damage. You can use your. Oh, wait a minute. You can use your reaction to grant resistance. And that does feel like cheating. I feel though like that elemental does. That elemental does more than this is going to do because it's still going to have. Oh no! What did I do? It's still going to have the same, like you can only use it a number of times equal to the wisdom modifier per long rest. So I am once again going to steal that. Additionally, while you have at least one ally within 10 feet, you gain a bonus to AC equal to your wisdom modifier. This is literally just to keep you alive. 10 feet. And this ability is active. Just so it doesn't get spammed right off the bat. And give a little bit of survivability to the cleric, because with that ability, you're going to want them near the front, so your divine spellcaster that's doing healing isn't going to be all the way in the back. They're not going to be hidden from close range enemies. They're going to be up front. Enemies up front are going to see them doing healing and using magic. Everyone knows that spellcasters are the first to go, so this gives it a little bit of survivability. Especially in those first levels. Oh, did I fix? I did fix it, okay. Second level. Oh. I believe that's our channel divinity. How are the ancestors? Let's go with that. I don't know where this just as an action. Well, yeah, it says channel divinity on it, so it's obvious that you expend a channel divinity. Ugh. I've got caffeine. Why am I dipping? Why is my energy dipping like this? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna force it. I'm going to, at the very least, finish Clerics. at the very least. As an action, you unleash a bone chilling howl that bolsters your allies and unsettles your foes. All allies within 30 feet who can hear you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your cleric level. Is this too close to what I did with Phoenix Flame? No. No. Okay. I was just thinking about the Ember's renewal. Oh, I was just thinking about the Ember's renewal ability, and was worried that this was a little close to it, but I think we're good. Hostile creatures. Ooh. Hostile creatures. Within 30 feet must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, which is going to be DC equals 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom modifier, or be frightened until the end of your next turn. Alright, we're at 6th level now. How do we want to do 6th level? What do we want to do for 6th level? You know what, I'm gonna scroll back up to the Dazzy race real quick. Natural Predator. What if you have proficiency in the survival skill? What if what if we change that first level 1 and make that the 6th level, and we do something a little different for first level for the Dazzy, and instead at first level you gain proficiency in survival, and if you have proficiency you gain expertise instead, and you get advantage when you are attempting to stealth or navigate in the wilderness. Undocumented land? No. Uncivilized? No. Unmodified? No. Oh fuck. What's the word that I'm looking for? It's where you haven't built anything on the land. It's Alright, Google, don't let me down. Undeveloped. Son of a bitch. I feel like I should have, ah, fuck. Ooh. Whew. Yeah, I like that idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to change this. And since this is now 6th level, it's an ability you're waiting to get until 6th level. I think that's fine, but I think I'm going to change it to 15 feet. I know a lot of people min-max and they make their main stat the one that they get the most in. So I mean, it could be a big AC jump right there, so I feel maybe not 1st level. Yeah, I feel like this works. Ancestral proficiency. You gain proficiency in the survival skill, or oh, what's the wording? What's the wording? I've used it before. Oh yeah, there's the one that I was thinking about earlier. Are a survivor of slaughter, a shadow beneath the you are a survivor of slaughter, a star among the dunes. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that flavor text. It's resistance to damage and oof. Okay. I feel like it's bard that typically gets gain proficiency in survival skill. Oh man, I'm doing this a lot with that. Oh, it was a Dawsey one too. Fuck. It's okay. It's okay. Not all of these subclasses are gonna make it to the final cut anyway, so I'm not super worried. But it does feel like I'm starting to go on repeat with them. But I'm still going to do one based on each of the races for each class, so that means it's gonna be 4 subclasses until the end, and then we'll go back and we'll look at it and we'll figure out what stays and what goes. And it's probably just going to be 1, maybe 2 of each that stays, and maybe abilities from some of them will find themselves chopped up and reworked to be put in a different subclass. We don't know yet, so for now I'm just gonna keep writing, and we will figure that out. We will burn that bridge as we cross it. Additionally, your blood sings to you, giving you advantage on stealth and survival. Stealth and survival checks for navigating undeveloped land. Land. Yeah, I think that actually rounds that out. 8th level. I think we're going to do strike for this one. I believe I've already said that, but I do think we're going to do strike for this one, and then I think for the Sable Ink Cleric, we're going to go ahead and do potent spellcasting. I feel like that just fits. Excuse me. 8th ability, gain the ability to fuse web strikes with ancestral energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8. What type? Do we want to go with necrotic? I feel like I haven't done anything with necrotic. It's ancestral. That fits. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with necrotic. I don't think I've done anything with necrotic this time around, which is weird for me. No, we're at 17th level. I still kind of want to give it a transformation, but maybe we save that for a different class. Maybe we save it for the actual druid or ranger. Maybe instead of a transformation, see, we did blood singing, so maybe now it's blood pulsing. Maybe it's not a transformation. But like a guiding ancestral hand. We could up speed, and maybe it's like a partial transformation, right? Maybe nails grow into claws. You gain a climbing speed with an increase of a walking speed. Maybe your unarmed attacks start dealing extra damage. Maybe a light aura where like you and your allies get advantage on dex saves, and then we tie it in with a previous ability, so creatures that are frightened by you lose half of their movement speed if they're within the aura that your party gained. I feel like that feels like the, let's see, all creatures of your choice within a movement speed. Okay, it's a little bit different. Have advantage on saving throws, you're restrained or grappled. Repeat, have their speed halved. Ugh. I've already done that. Okay. Except though I like where I'm going with it. I think I'm gonna keep that idea for now. Ancestors of the Wild Hunt. Your blood calls to you, unleashing the primal fury of the desert, guided by ancestral wolves. As an action, you can expend one use of your Chanel Divinity. To accentuate the abilities granted to you by your blood. Oh no, my script. There we go. When using upon activating this feature, I feel like that word's better. You gain a climbing and walking speed of 40 feet. I mean, it's not a huge jump, but it's a jump. Your unarmed attacks deal an extra 2d8 necrotic damage. We're going back to necrotic. You and allies within 30 feet gain advantage on dexterity saving throws. Creatures frightened of you within 30 feet have their speed halved. Should I put a limit on? I mean, I feel like you're using your channel divinity, so putting a limit on how many times you can use it, maybe not the best idea. Let's see. So I was a lot of the Dazi is based off of Romani wolf legends, Tuareg spirit rites, Mongol wolf clans. I feel like this cleric subclass still works for that. So I feel like we are good to go ahead and row together the last of this up here. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? No, it is going to be ancestral. Like that, ancestors. The great stone dragon disapproves. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a column break there so that the just real quick though, I'm going to go ahead and since it's been about an hour-ish since the stream started, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk around just a little bit. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. I'm back. All right. All right, how it be, where it be, what we doing, I gotta do the new page. I can just copy and paste that script. Clean it up. Oh, that did not work. Why did not work? What the fuck just happened? There we go. Fuck. Apparently I somehow wound up with, spaces in front of my backslash. That was, no muy bueno. Let's see, sable ink, black, 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 black. Maybe domain of the black seal. In every mark, a promise bound in shadow in every word, The Empire's Iron Will. Oh, that reminds me, I need to come back up to Maradi. You are a survivor of slaughter scales like stars in the dunes. You are a tempest of survival. That's not any better. Oh man, my brain is not working hard on that one. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Let us Clerics of the Black Seal are enforcers and arcane scribes of the Empire, wielding a divine magic tied to mystical ink and binding contracts. They inscribe sacred seals upon flesh and spirit. Spirit. Ah! Weaving curses and wards and protective wards that control and manipulate. Their devotion serves as both ritual guardians of imperial order and clandestine agents who silence the Oh, Rosie! Rosie, I can smell that fart over here. Don't look at me like it wasn't you. I know it wasn't your brother. His farts are loud. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you both. Don't roll over, show your belly, and act like you cute. You ain't. I mean, you are, but you know what I mean. Strike pose. I'm gonna come back up here. I'm gonna steal my class table. I'm gonna steal my spell table. I'm gonna steal my spell blurb. Oh, these still say Dragonbone on them. Spirit. Spirit. And this now needs to say Black Seal. This needs to say Black Seal. I think, therefore I not am a something. Cause think be hard. Oh, it's time to choose spells. Why do I gotta choose spells? Spells. It's okay. It's okay. Um, First things first, command. That's not one I really have to think about. Um, let's bring back Shield of Faith again. It's such a good first level spell for a cleric. Hold person, because we're all about manipulation and control. Mirror image. Manipulation and control makes me think of tricksters. They're not tricksters, but it still works. Counter spell, because no, you have no power here over them. Fear, because fuck you. Phantasmal killer, because I can. Greater invisibility. Oh, I didn't mean to actually do it. Oops. Dominate person? Maybe wall of force? I feel like that was way easier than it should have been. I really do. Not complaining though. That was a pleasant surprise. I complain about it and everything, but it's really not that bad. Let's see. Oh, I kind of want to skip it and come back to it. But no, I want to finish clerics today. I might go into druids. I might call it when I'm done with clerics, because we've been going for an hour and a half. I don't really see the point in switching at that point. Let's see. First level. Second level, channel the Werner. Sixth level. Eighth level. Oh, and then 17th level. I'll do something with like binding. Maybe con save or restrained. Disadvantage on attacks while affected. Is it affected or effected? After. Affect during, effect after. Cause and effect. Effect. Is affect after? No, because there's a cause, it affects something. If it's happening, it affects something. Right? Oh man, my brain is not. Alright, Google, what you got to say about it? Affect to influence. Effect means it's a consequence. The weather affected the crops. The effect of the weather on the crops was significant. Okay, so while affected. Okay. Let's see what I want to do for like 6th level. I don't know what I want to do for first level. First level, it's a first level ability. I feel like I keep making like a 3rd level ability for first level. Oops. See. Reaction. Temp HP. I like the idea of your reaction giving temp HP. I feel like that is a little bit different. Target gains advantage next attack. I already know I'm doing potent spellcasting. We already decided that, so that's good to just pop in there. Let's see. I want to do a 30-foot zone. Maybe radius. Centered self. If it was radius, it would be 15 foot. I think that's hostiles entering or exiting, saving throws, paralysis. It's gonna last for 1 minute. Allies have advantage versus conditions. That's saving throws. Actually, that paralysis is super strong. Preventing conditions is very good. I feel like that is strong enough. I just don't know what I want to do for first level. Maybe let me look at because that's the big thing. They gain their divine domain and they gain a little something something. With it, so like I'm it's like me this is the wiki dot Oh, I know what I want to do for it. Starting at no, I don't want to say starting at first level. It's the first level ability. You can see through having spent great deals of time in the writhing dark of the black artery, you have gained the ability to see in darkness. Am I typing? Yes, I am, but that says knee darkness, see in darkness, see through deep gloaming. You have dark vision up to 120 feet. In that radius, you can see in dim light as though it was bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light. As an action, you can see through magical darkness for up to 1 hour. Once you use this feature, you cannot do so again until you finish a long rest or expend a spell slot to do so. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Yeah. Okay. Time to move on to channel Diverniker. So we're binding, right? I want to do a con save for restraint. I want them to have disadvantage. I gotta double check what restraint does. My brain is well, it already has disadvantage on attacks while it's restrained. And it has maybe yeah. Self gain AC while effect is active. Because I'm glad I double checked. So they automatically have disadvantage on attack. They can't move. They also have you have advantage when attacking them. Dot 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 dot. As an action, you can touch a creature and inscribe a mystical seal upon them. The target must succeed on a now I want Constitution. Constitution saving throw. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom modifier. Or be restrained until the start of your next turn. While a creature is restrained by this mark, you gain 1 AC. Okay. I was trying to think if there was a better way to word that, but I think that's just fine. And it's channel divinity, so mark of binding. Keep that simple. ink of warding. You can inscribe arcane wards upon yourself or allies. When you or an ally within 15 feet is targeted by an attack, you can use your reaction to grant them temporary heat points. I want to keep this one low, so it's just going to be equal to your cleric level instead of 1d8 plus your cleric level. Additionally, the target gains advantage on their next melee attack, because they've been blessed. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your do I want to do this one to proficiency? Yeah, I'm gonna proficiency bonus. I like tying things to the proficiency bonus simply because I don't have to think about what I have to do to upscale them as the player levels up. They just automatically scale up. You regain uses of this feature after finishing a long rest. I've already done 8th level. Let's see. It's all about seals and wards and marks. So how about seal of Dominion? Dominion. Dominoes. You unleash the full might of the Imperial Seal. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. As an action, you can use your channel divinity to create a no, I said 15-foot radius zone of arcane ink sigils centered on you for 1 minute. Enemies entering or starting their turn within the zone must make a Wisdom saving throw. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your Wisdom modifier. Oops. Or be paralyzed until the end of their next turn. Allies within the zone gain advantage on saving throws against conditions. And I think that's good enough. I think we are. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta update the table still. This is almost as annoying as trying to think of spell. We're gonna save. And you know what? I think that's good. I also think that wow. I love the fact that my internet is actually working. I stayed awake thanks to my little friend here. I gotta get back to being used to being up in the middle of the day. It's amazing how much 2 weeks can affect you and actually make you get used to a new schedule. But I gotta get back to it. I will be back on Monday. On Monday, we will go ahead and do our 4 druids. I will work on them a little bit ahead of time. Just to help prevent some of the brain farts that I was having today and yesterday. Like I said before, it's usually the spellcaster classes that do this to me, like stuff like fighter and everything. That just it flows. It just flows. With it being mostly melee. When you start adding magic to it and you're trying to think of spells, you're trying to think of... Yeah, but it mostly has to do with the spells and the additional abilities from the spells and how that all interacts is where it gets harder. And with Druid being a true caster, well, I guess technically Cleric is too, isn't it? Well, regardless, I'm gonna work on it a little bit ahead of time. I will be back Monday for Druid. And I think starting next week I will find something else to throw in the rotation so it's not 4 days of me doing the same thing, and we can change it up a little bit. No, I will, but no, I will not be doing YouTube membership so I can watch videos without ads to do React content. I don't see that in my future ever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So